Time to play some Jeopardy. It's been a good week so far. I had an almost perfect game. I failed on the last clue, like the 12th clue out of the 12 clues. And then yesterday I was 10 out of 12, so it's been a pretty solid week. I don't know what I got the other day. I think Monday, the Monday game. I'm not quite sure how well I did in that game, but it was all right. I think I haven't had a bad game, a really bad game so far this week. So I don't know. Hopefully I can keep it up. Let's see. Alexa, let's play Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy.
Thanks, Johnny,
I'm
and
far
welcome,
away right
players.
Today's first category is TV shows by episode title. Name the series based on the episode title. Bob and Carolyn, Nick and Schmidt.
What is the Honeymooners?
Nope. The correct
Bob and
response
Carol's
was,
not the Honeymooners?
what is New Girl? The second category is authors born and died. Born in New York in 1819, he told a whale of a tale before passing away on September 28, 1891.
Who is Melville?
That's correct. The third category is grammar A to Z. This A word is the voice of a verb indicating the subject of the sentence is causing the verb's event.
What is an...
Please respond in the form of a question starting with phrases like who is
I don't
or
even know
what
what
is.
she said there. What is an adjective?
That's not it. The correct response was what is active. The next category is fiddler.
Not a good start.
There's a fiddler fiddling at the start of She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy, a hit for this singer.
Who is Garth Brooks?
That is incorrect. The correct response was
Wow.
who is Kenny Chesney. The
Wow.
fifth category is on the roof.
Not my clues. Not
The
my
angle of a
category
roof
so far.
is also referred to by this word, heard at baseball games.
Repeat.
Again, the category is on the roof. The angle of a roof is also referred to by this word, heard at baseball games.
What is pitch?
Yes, that's correct. The next category is if I were in Richmond. Richmond, Virginia is home to a set of bells dedicated to veterans of this war that ended in 1918.
What is the War of 1812? 1918. Oh, 1918.
That's right.
I hope
All right.
you're ready for another 6
Now,
clues.
how is that? 1918?
The seventh category is
I don't even know
the
what was
body
going
part in
on
the
there.
film title. Fill in the blank with the body part. Paul Newman eats a lot of eggs in cool blank Luke.
What is hand?
Great. The
I ate
next
50
category
eggs.
is makes sense.
I ate 6 eggs once.
Fame. A fragrance by this bad romance singer starts off black but dries clear.
Who is Lady Gaga?
Great. The ninth category is
Star is Born tomorrow.
World Lakes. This lake on the border of Uganda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo is named for Queen Victoria's consort.
What is Lake Albert?
Excellent. The next category is 3 consonants the same. The response is a word that has the same consonant 3 times. A type of apple or a Bob Fosse musical.
Same consonant 3 times. An apple.
See you next time.
Okay, not sure why we just canceled my game there. Alexa, let's play Jeopardy. 3
Looks like you
consonants
didn't finish
and an
the
apple.
clues from
I don't know.
earlier today.
Can't think of
To continue
any,
from where
so-
you left off, just say resume. Or say replay to start from the very first clue.
Resume.
The next category is 3 consonants the same. The response is
So
a
got
word that
nothing.
has the same consonant 3 times. A type of apple or a Bob Fosse musical.
What is, I have no clue.
Nope. The correct response was, what is Pippin? The next category is
Okay. Pippin Apple? Never heard of it.
perspective on science. The response begins with the letters P, E, R. This multi-layered membrane encloses the heart.
What is perineum? No. It's like between your legs.
That's not it. The correct response was, what is the pericardium? The final
Oh,
category
God.
is Election
Let's get
1968.
this. Let's get this.
This anti-war
1968.
Minnesota senator, no relation to the Red Scare guy, impressed in the Democratic primaries.
Who is McCarthy?
Yes, that's right.
All right, let's see how you did on this set.
Alrighty. You scored 7 right. You scored in the top 15% of players today.
Rough game.
Come back tomorrow for more clues.
Yeah, it was rough. Let's talk about Joseph McCarthy. That Red Scare stuff, that was propaganda. What she just said, her clue was propaganda. Whoever wrote that is a propagandist. Joseph McCarthy, like, he was pretty much right. Like, he was right. Like, there were communists, like actual communists, registered with the Communist Party, and they believed in communist values and ideals. And those people were in the State Department, mainly in the State Department, but all throughout the government, really. And they were actual communists, so it wasn't the Red Scare, it was reality. So yeah, propaganda, that's a lot of propaganda. I suggest you read, I can't think of the book, what the book's called. Actually, there was who's the dude, the National Review guy, I think. Buckley, William F. Buckley maybe, he wrote a book about him. His book was alright, but there's another book, better book. I can't think of the name offhand, but it was good. Joseph McCarthy really wasn't a bad guy. He was demonized by propagandists, like I said, and communists, actual communists. Like, he really wasn't that bad of a guy, though. If you actually look into what he did, like, all he said, basically, what it boiled down to was, why do we have communists in the State Department? Like, actual communists. Like, they're pushing for things that aren't helpful to Americans in America. He's like, let's get them out of there. Fire them, people. Fire them. Move them out. Like, they shouldn't be making policy, you know? And yeah, communists in the State Department did a lot of bad things. Communists in our government did a lot of bad things. Like, that's why China fell to communism, for example. It killed like 100 million Chinese people, innocent Chinese people, you know? Because we just sat around while communists took over China. And they tried to take over all of Asia and most of the world, pretty much. So yeah, down with communism. And Joseph McCarthy wasn't a bad guy. Politics, baby. Let's go.